Hello, hello. So I just got home a little bit ago, and I'm gonna have to take a break, take half a Toradol. Hopefully, it'll help get this headache and neck pain under control. So house is an hour and 45-minute drive each way, and plus all the other driving I did. And driving just is so hard on me, and so now I'm like level 8 pain. So pain medicine doesn't help with this pain. So Toradol is the only thing that helps. So hopefully it'll get it under control. Because I'm gonna have to go out there and dig a hole for my baby, bury my baby girl. And anyways, they um um today my standard poodle of 14 years, almost 14 years, passed suddenly. Thankfully, while I was home, I mean, while I was there, that's what I meant to say. Oh, oh. Um, I took her to the animal eye clinic because this is her 6 month follow up. She has to take, she has to get her eyes checked every 6 months, and takes, I have to get another round of supply of eye medicine, and so instead of spending the money on what that costs, I ended up spending it on her urgent care clinic to find out from an ultrasound equipment that she had a tumor and there was a rupture, so that she was bleeding all inside her belly, and that's why she suddenly was just collapsed. And anyways, there, um, I didn't know that she had a tumor. I had taken her in recently to the vet because she's so old. You have to take your dogs in and get them checked up because they can't tell you when they're not feeling well. And she did some blood work on her, and she was okay. And I asked the doctor, I said, well, her blood work was fine last time I took her in, and she's like, well, it you can't really catch cancer. And this kind what she was looking at, she said she thinks it grew very quickly, but she said she probably had a slow bleed, and it's probably why she was really tired because she was anemic, and then today it ruptured, and so that's happened today. So at any rate, you know, I've never had to take a dog in before to have them put down like that. When Honey passed, I had scheduled her to take her in, and ironically, it was almost a year. This is Honey's 1 year anniversary. She passed on January 9th. So it was January 8th. So it was literally right at the 1 year anniversary of Honey was Melody's daughter passing is when she passed. And so it's a new experience for me. Hi, Alfonso. And so when I Melody, right before they had already got the IV in her leg. So the next step was that they were going to give her the medicine that would basically just make her with no pain before she goes to sleep. And so they left the room to give me a few minutes with her. And so she just had her head turned like this, like she wouldn't look at me. She knew this was goodbye. She wouldn't look at me. She didn't want to say goodbye. And I said, Melody, I said, honey, we have to say goodbye. And so when I said that, dogs are so smart. She knew what was going on, and so I just said, look, we're going to say goodbye, and I'm going to see you again. I'm going to give you some medicine so you won't have any more pain. When you wake up, you won't have any more pain. And I do believe animals go to heaven. And I told this doctor that, and she was like, yeah, she says, my position is I can't imagine a heaven as a veterinarian with no animals, and I said, well, heaven's big enough, okay, that there's plenty of space for animals in it, and I do believe animals have spirits. I don't know about souls, but they definitely have spirits, because remember when Jesus cast the spirits into the swine, when he delivered somebody from demon possession and cast them into the swine, and but anyways, I just talked to her about all the positive things and experiences that we had. I said, you remember we had fun times. We went to the lake. We had a lot of bye-byes, and, and just talking to her about all the good positive things, so that she just was, but anyways, and so that was so hard, but pets aren't forever. They're not forever. So love your pet. Be thankful for every day, every second, every minute, every week, every month, every year, because you know dogs were just not meant to have really long lives. And almost 14 years was a very long life for a standard poodle, because their average lifespan is 10. They can live longer, but I'm just so thankful. But I was the animal clinic was so nice. Oh no, we don't have any snow yet. But what was so interesting is how they did her box. That to bring her home. So they had a big box, and they wrote her name real pretty like on it, and kind of decorated her name, and then they put little music symbols by her name. And they had no idea how I chose her name. Her what do you call it? Legal name on the papers, the AKC papers I have for her, is Melody Song from Heaven. That's her full legal name, And so them putting music notes by her name, I mean, I didn't even know they were going to do all that. That was, to me, it was just so precious. And I'll show you what I got. Be right back. Um so it's hard. I'm just so thankful I can't be more than thankful that I got to be home, or I got to be with her when she passed. I'm just so thankful for this. Is what I got. And so they brought in this tray of these little jars with the little paw print on it. And they each have a little, you know, colors. They have all these different colors. And she said, she looks like a pink. And I said, she is a pink, because that's her color. I always would decorate her with pink. I have to get some old pictures out. But it was just so nice. They gave me this. And then when they decorated her little box that I have to bury her in like that, I just thought that was so sweet that they really went out of the way like that. And anyways, so whew, what a day. So I told her, I said, Melody, I said, I'm gonna give you this medicine, there'll be no more pain. And I said, when you wake up, no more pain, And but she knew it was her goodbye. And so that's why I think it's so important, And it was this lady in the lobby earlier today when they were trying to separate me from my dog, when I thought she had like minutes or even seconds to live. I literally thought she was dying. And I'm just like, I didn't know, because I thought she was having a heart attack. I thought she would have minutes. I think she's gonna like die right there. When I get her inside the animal clinic and I realize she's having a heart attack, something's really wrong, and I'm just like comforting her. I'm just loving on her, and just kissing her and telling her, baby, it's okay, just because I just thought any second she was gonna be gone. And so this lady in the lobby, when I come back out, and they're like trying to separate me, trying to take her back. I said, no. I said, you're not taking my dog. You're not taking my dog. You're not separating me from her. And the people in the library are just all like, what the heck? Why would they do that? And so I come back out, and and they're like, they kind of changed their tune, but on the way out, she was carrying my dog, and everybody kind of realized what was happening. And this one lady was like, yeah, she goes, I just read a letter. I just read an article that you do not leave your dog alone. If you know they're dying, you do not leave them alone. I don't know what article she's talking about, because I was passing her as she said that, but I was just so thankful for that lady, to say that, because I just feel, I feel kind of ganged up on. Like, I literally get in there for her eye appointment, and then she's like dying. Like, I'm just like, oh my gosh, my dog's having a heart attack. And then I take her next door, and they're trying to take my dog from me, after I tell them I don't have $600-$800. Like, look, my dog's dying, I'm not going to pay $600. I don't have the money. And so they just take her anyways. I'm like, what are you doing? You can't separate me from my dog. Anyway, so then I get over there, and I'm like, look, they try to set me from my dog. I'm not going to be separated. Just that whole deal was just crazy. I just can't imagine why. I understand sometimes they might take them to another room where there's some kind of test, but if I'm taking my dog to be evaluated, I won't be there with her, especially if she's dying. Oh my gosh. And anyways, but that moment when your dog is passing that's it. That's all you have. And that moment is what you're going to live with for the rest of your life, for your beloved pet that's been with you for however many years. That's a very special gift from God in my mind that I've had for almost 14 years. That moment, that last breath, the ability to be there with her and comfort her, that's a gift. And they try to take that from me, and they just didn't understand the severity of what they were doing. And that's all you have. That last moment is so precious to that animal. Okay, that animal needs their owner to be there with them. I mean, it's not always possible. I mean, animals pass when people are when they're asleep or when you're gone. And so to me, I was just like, you're not taking my last moments with this dog. I mean, you're not gonna do that to me. But it was just. But anyway, so in the last moments of the pet's life, to me, it was just to speak as positively to the animal and comfort them with your words and your soothing tone of voice as much as possible. That's so important to do that, so that they are comforted. They're the one that's dying. They're the one that's in pain. Okay. And so I don't want to talk about all the medical stuff. I just want to say positive things, words that they know that makes them feel, anything positive. But the fact that she wouldn't, for the last moment when they left us to say goodbye, she kept saying the word, I'll give you a few minutes to say goodbye. I'll give you some. She kept saying that word goodbye. And I know this was upsetting Melody because Melody doesn't like the word goodbye. I mean, she just, they don't, they just know. And it's like, okay, okay, okay. So when they left, for the last few minutes that I had with her, she wouldn't look at me. And I knew she was sad. She was just sad because she knew we were saying goodbye. I was parting from my animal. We were separating for till I see her again. And that had to be a sad moment. And animals are so smart and they know things. And so I just wanted to comfort her emotionally as much as possible. So that, and I don't care what any dog whisperer says, that animals are emotional. They know things. They're so smart. They operate emotionally differently than we do, but they know things. And that's why I was talking about earlier about that. People that use those buttons, the animals can speak. They can literally learn buttons and learn to communicate and even make sentences. They put words together to make, sentences. They know, they're so smart. And so when I said, Melody, we have to say goodbye, okay? But it's just for now. And then when she turned and looked me right in my face, I knew that's why she was looking, she was sad, but in the end, she was very peaceful. It's so hard. It's so hard. I mean, you know what? But it's hard to say goodbye to your pets. But aren't pets a gift? Are they not a gift? So now I have 3 dogs left that are all old, and I'm going to order me some buttons tonight. I'm going to teach my dogs to express ow, so they can tell me when they hurt. And I asked the doctor, she said she probably didn't have any symptoms other than maybe these last few days when she was feeling weak. She said she probably, as I asked her, I said, has she been in pain? She said, well, she's probably been acting normal because she probably didn't have any symptoms. A lot of people have cancers and they don't know it till it's too late, and then towards the end when stuff shows up and it pops its head and makes itself known. But she's just old. Come on. All right, I'll be right back. Come on, man. Come on. There you are. All right. Okay. One for you. One for you. My dog's Cookie. All right, go get your cookie. I have cookies for you too. Here you go, baby. There, put in your bowl. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. 14 years. Melody was such a great dog. She was such a great dog. Yeah. Now, I'm going to get off here and go cry a little bit. Y'all have a good one.